It's very unfortunate that someone that is committed and dedicated to the students has to be subjected to this type of oppressive behavior.
Graffiti discovered on North Fort Myers High School dugout. It's racially charged and aimed at the head baseball coach there. And this isn't the first time that coach was the target of racism.
4 in your Corner's Lisa Greenberg live with more on a story you'll see only on Fox 4. Lisa?
Patrick and Amy, Tavares Gary is the first African-American head baseball coach here at North Fort Myers High School. And last year, he was the subject of a racially charged video on social media that featured a picture of him with enlarged features and a noose around his neck being beaten with a hammer. Now, racist graffiti in his dugout. Whether it's the crack of a bat at home plate or some pregame advice on the field,
should be up.
It's the dugout that's seen as a sacred place for a baseball team.
Graffiti was on this area of the dugout right here, on this wall.
So when this team's safe place was vandalized with offensive graffiti apparently targeting the head coach Tavares Gary.
The N-word and the swastika, there was a swastika too. Extremely offensive and intolerable and unacceptable.
The principal of North Fort Myers High says they quickly took action, scrubbing away the painful message.
We don't need that.
It was discovered by a baseball player on his way into school. He immediately told Coach Gary, who told administration, who called in detectives.
Go from there with the investigation and try to discover exactly who may have been involved with this.
Involved in this act he calls reprehensible and cowardly.
In today's society, that has absolutely no place. You're not used to seeing something that's just so blatantly racist and ignorant.
North Fort Myers student Anthony Edwards agrees, but says he doesn't think the graffiti came from a place of hate.
I think it was just recklessness. Kids like to do things just to show off, and I don't think it was any hate crime.
This isn't the first time Coach Gary, described as a terrific role model, has found himself the victim of racism. This video shows the former head coach David Bechtel, his son, and another student on the team hammering this image of Gary's face. Bechtel's wife, who works for the Lee County Sheriff's Office, cheering on. Is there any reason to believe that it's the same people, or?
As far as we know, no. We don't have reason to believe or any evidence that exists that it is the same individuals.
Now, Gary has not returned my calls for comment, but the principal says they're working really hard to track down the people behind this offensive behavior. He also tells me that there will be free entry to tomorrow's baseball game for anyone dressed in red, the school's color, and that's just to show some extra support for Coach Gary. For now, reporting live in North Fort Myers, Lisa Greenberg, Fox 4 in your corner.